And now, the 2K Sports pregame show, brought to you by Sprite.
And a shot here of the arena from up top. Beautiful night here in Houston, Texas. Welcome, everyone. This is the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, ready to bring you all the action along with Clark Kellogg and Steve Kerr. We're live in Houston where the Rockets have home court advantage. Now Golden State's starting five. On the wing, Thompson and Iguodala. It's Lee and Bogut inside, and it's Curry in at the point. Now Thompson.
Terrence Jones was part of the 2012 championship team at Kentucky with Anthony Davis. In year two with the Rockets, stepping into the starting role at power forward.
Now here is Harden after the miss from Klay Thompson. Harden the pass to Beverly. Kicks it out to Harden. This one for three, and he gets it to go. Harden's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Outside Curry. Feeds to Thompson. The shot. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
Boy, we don't see that too often. No defender on him, and he just clanks the open jumper.
And Beverly kicks to Jones. The three from Harden. And another three for Houston.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
They're not having much success at all right now.
Now they need to shuffle their lineup a little bit. Try to find a combination that works.
Thompson with it, and it's Harden picking him up. It's Curry with the drive.
Steph Curry known for his great shooting, and rightly so, but a well-rounded player. In fact, he tied for second in the NBA last season with 3 triple-doubles.
The Warriors shooting their first free throws of this game.
Well, this is a club that shot 75% as a team from the free throw line last season.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
Kicks it out to Harden from past the arc, and he gets the bucket. Harden's got 9.
And Steph Curry's first triple-double, how about this? It happened early last season, and it only took him 3 quarters of play. And what was an early statement game for the Warriors against the hapless Sixers, Steph showed them who was in charge. That
Kennedy's checked in for Patrick Beverly. On defense, the Rockets. Outside Curry. Here's Lee. That's good. Lee's got his first basket. And Steph Curry, Steve, one of the best rebounding point guards in the NBA throughout his young career.
Yeah, not the strongest or the most explosive athlete, but incredible coordination and anticipation. And so his feel for the game allows him to figure out where to be before everybody else on the floor.
And that'll be Golden State as it goes out of bounds. Warriors retain possession. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Houston.
Checking in for your Rockets, Patrick Beverly.
Lee, a screen on Ariza. Pass to Thompson. He's looking for Bogut and finds him. Curry attacking. And there's Bogut. That's good on the assist by Curry.
Great looking bounce pass to set up that play.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Stolen by Thompson. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Curry with the stuff.
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just the tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam.
Beverly dishes to Ariza. Fires the three, and the shot is good. Ariza's got himself on the board with 3 there. Rockets led the league in three-point attempts last year, guys, after tying for the lead the season prior.
Well, the advanced stats community sees the three-pointer as the best shot after a layup. I'm not sure I agree entirely, but, you know, the Rockets numbers crunchers have kind of established that, and as a result, the coaching staff has given the players the green light.
And here's Harden after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. Takes the three. And Trevor Ariza again. Ariza's got 6.
That's 12 straight points coming off three-pointers. I mean, somebody do something defensively.
Well, I agree with you. I mean, who's going to step up? They're rolling out there now, so you got to get in their chest, make them uncomfortable, and try to deny those looks.
Looks like he might be on his game today, Clark.
Rockets leading by 4. Harden outside. To the right side. Ariza against Iguodala. Shot clock at 5. Ariza passes to Beverly. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
That was the 9th straight point from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they're finding the holes in this defense.
Well, you look at Patrick Beverly, and I think he embodies the phrase Chicago tough. He's relatively unknown growing up and hooping in the playgrounds of West Chicago. He's always played the game with an edge, though, and that served him well as an NBA player.
Lee kicks to Curry. That's good. Curry's got 11 points.
Well, Beverly learned pressure defense back in high school as the lead guard in a 1-2-2 press. To prepare his team to play that way, his coach had them running stairs, running around the school nonstop for an hour every day. And Beverly still fanatical about his conditioning.
Houston making a switch here. Daniels is checked in. Shoots the 3. Here's Jones. It's out of bounds to the Rockets as Houston retains possession. And the Rockets making a change here. Beverly's checked in.
Substitution for the Rockets.
1:10 left in the first quarter. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Another miss by Houston. And so Patrick Beverly, taken in the second round in 2009. Clark, the final cut of training camp by the Miami Heat. He spent the next 5 years playing in Greece and Russia.
You're right, Kevin. Those are physical leagues where they allow a lot of contact. His defense was how he survived. And even now, that's his bread and butter. That's how he plays. He defends.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Beverly's got 6.
Defender there in the neighborhood, but not quite close enough. Good shot.
Now here's Curry, defended by Beverly. Outside Curry. In low to Lee. Shot's good.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Boy, the ball movement's been fantastic here the last few possessions.
Rockets leading by 4. Harden outside. And another 3 for Houston.
You know, that's one way he can finish, but not the only way. He's got a lot of tricks up his sleeve.
Warriors have gone 8 of 11 in the first quarter. They'll take that percentage any night. Bogut sets a screen for Curry. Iguodala outside. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's Ariza. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. No shortage of scoring here at the end of the first quarter. Houston on top, up by 7. The second quarter coming up right after this break, so don't go anywhere. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. All right, well, look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists.
Ridiculous.
Tore it down that time. Agility leads to thievery there as he's got his hand in there to get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Plays like that are telling the story of this game for me so far, Clark. They cannot afford to hand over any more easy points like that.
And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, gentlemen, Stephen Curry, arguably the league's best perimeter shooter. Curry said, "I love everything about shooting, but mostly that perfect form when your body is in rhythm from the time you plant your feet to the time you release the ball. Everything is smooth and calm. It moves through you like a wave. It's a beautiful thing." Kevin, no doubt.
It is indeed. Thanks, Doris. Green kicks to Thompson. Now the dish to Curry. Takes a three. And Jones pulls it down. Rockets leading by 12.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
Took the opportunity when he saw it. 9 points for Trevor Ariza.
Well, as they continue to dominate, you wonder just how much higher this lead might get.
I think it really could get out of hand, and you can credit their defense just as much as their offense for that.
You talked about trust in Steph Curry. It seemed he was able to trust his ankles a bit more last year.
Yeah, that had been a big concern. Repeated ankle sprains. Part of the reason the Warriors were able to sign him to such a bargain extension. But when healthy, clearly an all-star and all-league player. They've been getting it inside at every opportunity and getting results, too.
It's a great formula, and it's really a sign that the offense is clicking.
Beverly dishes to Jones. Here's Harden on the wing. And another three for Houston.
This looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
Yeah, I don't know, Clark. I think there might be even more defense in warm-ups. I mean, this is kind of embarrassing.
Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Curry. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
The drive by Green. A nice job to get the runner to go.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Rockets leading by 14. Harden with it. That's good. Harden's just got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Livingston kicks to Lee. Lee, a screen on Harden. Livingston passes to Green. Livingston dishes to Lee. And that one is stuffed right through. I like that they're taking it inside and taking advantage of each opportunity, Clark, to chip away at the deficit.
Yeah, and doing it with the dunk is a major energizer, too. Gets the momentum going.
Yeah, and I think the interior defense, as good a job offensively as we saw. The defensive presence was almost non-existent. They may see this lead disappear if they continue to give up those easy points.
Pass to Thompson. Lee sets a screen for Thompson. Rejected by Jones. Harden with the stop.
You can always depend on him to put the pass right on the money.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter.
The Warriors last season voted the most fun team to watch in the NBA. Easy to see why. Arguably the greatest shooting backcourt in NBA history, and a lot of great passers, too.
Rockets leading by 17. And Beverly gets to Ariza. And the pass to Howard. He dishes it to Beverly. From deep. And another three for Houston.
They've done a lot of good work with the ball. Really moving both the ball and moving bodies, getting quality chances at the hoop.
And they're not wasting chances when they get them. I mean, they're hitting their shots.
Livingston kicks to Thompson. And there's the call on Patrick Beverly. That's his third foul of the game.
That's the risky run by staying out there as he picks up his third.
Some changes for Golden State. Bogut comes in for Lee. And it's Iguodala in for Barnes. 6 on the shot clock. The drive by Iguodala.
Andre Iguodala, a free agent going into last season. He showed a lot of patience, even letting more lucrative offers lapse as he held out for the slim chance that the Warriors could clear the space to sign him.
And the second free throw, good. Houston leading by 19. Harden outside. It's Ariza on the wing. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists now in this one.
And You talk about Iguodala holding out for the Warriors. I mean, it shows just how much he wanted to be a part of this team. He felt they were one piece away, and he hoped he could be that player.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to Doris Burke for an update. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kevin, Steve Kerr taking over as head coach of the Warriors, a 5-time NBA champion. His focus is on creating sustained success. He said, we've got a chance to be really good for the next decade. Let's just take a swing every year and be consistent with our efforts, and we'll have our chances. And we get to watch them, Kevin.
Looking to build something that'll last. Thank you, Doris. And Iguodala playing 2 seasons ago in Denver, eliminated, ironically enough, by the Warriors in the playoffs. And Steve, he got a chance to really see the team firsthand.
Yeah, no doubt. The great fans, the coaching staff, the team camaraderie, it all made an impression. And I think he saw the fit, and he thought that he could help this team accomplish great things.
Andre Iguodala got off to a hot start last season. He shot 45% from long range through the first 2 months of the season. But after a hamstring injury, his percentages and his aggressiveness all seem to tail off.
Harden the pass to Howard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Dwight Howard.
That's good from Howard. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Warriors trail by 20. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Livingston dishes to Rush. Pass to Bogut. A shot, no good. Good D by Howard. Harden up top. Kicks it to Beverly. The 3. Can't get it to go. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Rockets lead by 20. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Guys, I'm here with Steph Curry. And Steph, what has the problem been defensively?
We're a step late, I think. And, they made tough shots. We can't take away from that. But for the most part, we have to find a way to guard that line if they're knocking those shots to keep them out the game.
Steph, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thanks so much, Doris. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back in there for the start of the third quarter after this break. Well, it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
He has that slasher mentality, guys, and we saw all the evidence of that in the first half as he continually got to the rim and scored.
Yeah, he had the jetpack on today, Steve, blowing by the defender no matter who they put on him.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. So for the Golden State Warriors right now, Steph, Clay, and Dre on the perimeter. It's Lee and Bogut inside. The Warriors shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Well, Andrew Bogut possesses really great size and above-average athleticism, but I really think it's his basketball IQ that sets him apart. He's got outstanding instincts, especially at the defensive end of the floor.
The Rockets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Well, last season they only hit 71% of their free throws, so this is a continuing problem, guys.
And, there was plenty of blame to go around for that. I mean, it wasn't just 1 or 2 guys. I mean, for the most part, the entire team struggled.
You talk about Bogut's IQ of the game. Steve, a great passer offensively.
He is. He's one of those guys who has a good feel for the game. He sets good screens. He understands angles. He's got a lot of veteran tricks about him. Things that maybe the referees don't catch. So a guy who can really help your team win. That's a battle they haven't been winning today, guys. Their work on the glass has to improve.
And that's not the only thing that's gone against them.
Iguodala kicks to Thompson. Over to the left wing. Curry passes to Lee. The 11-footer. Out to Thompson. Here's the three. Back to Curry. Iguodala against Ariza. And Trevor Ariza is going to pick up a foul here. That is his first foul of the game. Timeout called the Warriors. Jones against Lee. The feed to Curry. And it's sent back by Howard. Down low, unloads from 13. And it's Houston with another.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
I just love the mentality they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing anything. They're moving it side to side and working to get a good shot.
Well, it's really hard to find a more pure, accurate shooting stroke than Klay Thompson. I mean, every season over 40% from distance, but he's working to diversify his offensive game. You know, he's posting up and using his ball handling skills to get inside some.
Good on the second free throw. And Thompson worked hard on his explosiveness and finishing. He predicted, Steve, a poster dunk last season and delivered against Kyle Singler. Remember that for the Pistons?
Oh, yeah. I mean, you know, he's been trying to go inside more. I mean, last year, he thought, you know, you have to work at it to get to the line more. Only averaged about 2 free throw attempts per game for his career, so that's the next step for him to be more aggressive attacking.
Dwight Howard, for his career, is under 60% from the free throw line. He says it's mental. He said he shot him well in high school, and he's really declined advice on improving his free throw shooting. He doesn't want to overthink it, but when you see the way he short arms that shot consistently, it's impossible to be a good free throw shooter if you're not consistent in your form.
Now here's Beverly, guarded by Curry. Kicks it out to Harden. Pulls up, and the jumper is on the mark. Harden's got 4 this quarter.
He's been working some magic out there today, guys. This lead has been largely his making.
And for Howard, he's tried some wild things to improve his free throw shooting, Steve. He's practiced with his eyes closed to learn to trust his form. Muscle memory, I guess you'd say.
Well, he's always had that interesting technique where he doesn't really extend his arm and his elbow on his follow-through. But I think he's gotten a little better this past year. I thought he had moments, particularly in the playoffs, where teams had to refrain from doing the hack of Dwight because he made 4 or 5 in a row.
Warriors have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. On its way from Curry for 2 and misses it off the right side of the rim.
This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him.
Harden draws the double. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And so it's Houston with it. Jones kicks to Beverly. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Traps in the tray. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
Yeah, I think that's what's keyed this run, Clark, because they're keeping the ball moving. Defense hasn't been able to set up.
Thompson outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's Beverly. And another 3 for Houston.
You got to make a defensive adjustment here because he's just destroying them from three-point range.
Well, even when they've closed out on him, Steve, he's knocking them down. There's always a little hesitation with newly formed star-loaded teams, and you wondered if the Rockets would click early last year. They did, and ended up with the 4 seed out west.
Oh, boy, he is just cold as ice. I don't think he's going to be the one to help them cut into the lead.
And, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Rockets.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And I'll tell you, the other thing that's been a factor is the transition game. They're scoring a lot of points on the fast break.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Spates checked in for Bogut. Draymond Green comes in for David Lee. And it's Barnes in for Thompson.
The Rockets made it in as the 4th seed last year, but still couldn't find a way past Portland in the first round. It ended up falling to them in 6 games.
Really, though, it was the start of that series that sunk the Rockets as they dropped the first 2. They fought back, but it just wasn't enough.
Yeah, they couldn't overcome that poor start, Kevin. They did fight back, and it looked like a Game 7 was on the way, but then Damian Lillard, with one of the great shots in NBA playoff history, closed things out in dramatic fashion.
Brought you right out of your chair, didn't it?
Oh, big time. That was a great, great shot he made.
The Warriors packing Oracle Arena, but plans for a new arena on the San Francisco waterfront by 2018. I've seen pictures. It's going to be beautiful.
Oh, I can only imagine one of the great fan bases in all of basketball. Change of location from the original intended spot on the piers, the spot known as Mission Bay, about a mile south.
And a new coach.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, and you look at the hurdles the Warriors had faced with their planned arena site on the piers. Political, bureaucrats, financial issues, and the cost of renovating the piers. But with their new site, those issues pretty much gone. Easy to see why they went in another direction.
Kicks it out to Ariza. This one for 3. That's good. Ariza's got 17 now.
And those are not the kind of three-point opportunities you can give to shooters in the NBA. These guys are just too good.
You're exactly right. It'll burn you every time, just like it's burning them here.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And for the Warriors, a new line called the Central Subway, under construction, is expected to have a stop a block away from the new arena. So really good public access when that happens. And that's really good to hear, especially for Oakland fans still hoping to attend the game.
And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, I think anytime the shot comes from that range, the offense has done its job and done it well.
The 3 from Harden. And the rebound goes to the Warriors. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. The 11-footer. Barnes can't get it to go. Ariza outside. Good on the triple. Ariza's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for Houston.
And another three-pointer to their second half total.
Yeah, they caught that long-range bug at halftime, and it's been bombs away ever since.
The 3 from Harden. No good on that last second attempt there. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Rockets ahead, running away with this one. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the 4th quarter. And now we present our State Farm assist of the game. With 5 total assists in the game, we've seen some great passing tonight from Beverly.
And his passing ability is why they make sure the offense runs through him on a regular basis. Great assist like the one we just saw.
The Rocket shooting has been just uncontainable. 72%. Beverly and Harden man the back. Terrence Jones is down low with Howard. And it's Ariza in at the small forward. That's the 5 for Houston right now. The Warriors shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Barnes screen on Jones. Green against Jones. Dishes to Barnes. Livingston passes to Green. Clock at 6. 16 feet away. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
He had a defender draped all over him. Not really the best shot there.
Well, not the shot you hope for when it's well contested like that.
Really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. That's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
Here is Livingston, defended by Beverly. Livingston dishes to Green. He feeds it to Livingston. Nobody near Barnes. The The second chance effort. He lays it in.
That rebound and the follow kind of typify what he's all about. Just gritty, determined play.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. And that one's good. Beverly.
You know, they've been able to depend on his offense all game long, guys. He's drained a lot of shots out here.
And between now and the horn, Steve, the ball should be in his hands as much as possible if they want to continue to build this lead. I'll tell you what, the mid-range shot is not the easiest one to make. But when you've got daylight like he had there, I mean, those are shots you want to make.
Jones kicks to Harden. Puts up a three. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Just seems like they've given up far too many points from the three-point shot today. A lot of open looks out there.
I agree, Steve. The defensive rotations have been abysmal.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
And stolen by Barnes. Here is Livingston, guarded by Harden. Here's Barnes, laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
I agree. They need more energy in the post, maybe some double teaming. They've got to get their defense in gear. Boy, I'll tell you what, since the beginning of the fourth quarter, the three-point shot has really just been there for them. Everything's falling.
Yeah, the touch from downtown is right on point.
Livingston, that's good.
Just seems like they're finding an open lane to the hoop every time down. That's 5 buckets in a row for them in the paint.
Yeah, on the flip side, Steve, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior.
And Beverly kicks to Ariza. Off target from three-point range. The Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Feeds to Livingston. Green, the screen. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. And it's off the back rim, no good.
Such a solid performance for them inside. Their rebounding has been terrific.
Yeah, that's just one of the few things that have gone their way today.
Ariza with another miss.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
And the slam dunk by Spates. And that's how you exploit a gap in the D, I guess, huh?
Yes, sir. No soft finish there. Major power.
Wow.
He knows an opportunity for the highlight reel when he sees one.
And the shot is good.
Man, he's got a lot of firepower right now. I mean, what a half he's having.
The Warriors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Livingston kicks to Barnes. Pass to Livingston. Ariza against Barnes. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline.
This touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
Here's Ariza. That doesn't go either for Ariza. Golden State's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just total obliteration. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Rockets.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today, you know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And you have to look back at this and see what a huge game it's been for James Harden. He was extremely efficient offensively, getting looks, knocking down big shots all game long.
Looking at who's out there now for the Warriors. Ezeli comes in for Green, and it's Iguodala in for Harrison Barnes. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Perseverance paying off on the offensive boards, guys.
The Rockets have gone 7 of 10 shooting the ball since the start of the fourth quarter. Here's Ariza. And another three for Houston.
He's absolutely killing it from outside.
46 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The dish to Rush. Spates kicks to Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Spates, the pass to Livingston. Down low. And Andre Iguodala with the slam.
Fantastic dunk, and he decided to hang around up there for a while, Kevin.
Well, maybe, you know, he didn't want to land awkwardly. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe it was a safety move.
Or maybe he just wanted to give the photographers a better angle for the shot.
Good. Harden's got 45 points.
They didn't take their time wrapping this game up. They pretty much did it in a hurry.
Yeah, they had a nice spurt to polish this one off.
In the corner, Rush with it. This one for three. And the rejection by Harden. Beverly dishes to Harden. From outside the arc. It's good.
They certainly haven't let these fans down tonight. Fun night to be in the building.
It has been. I mean, the atmosphere has been great, and no doubt that helped with the winning effort.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. And this one was such a lopsided victory.
They never let up. They were full throttle from the start.
And now down to Doris Burke, who is courtside, standing by with our Jordan Player of the Game. Doris?
Yes, I'm here with James Harden. Congratulations on this win. It was a team effort aided by this electric home crowd atmosphere. What made the difference?
We just got to play solid defense. Talk to each other, help each other out. That was amazing tonight. It was unbelievable. Like I said, I'm happy for our guys. And we got a good victory at home.
Communication's so key. James, thanks for the time. Guys, over to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that. And now for Clark Kellogg, Steve Kerr, and Doris Burke. This is Kevin Harlan saying, see you next time, as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.